And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo home run here on just the second pitch of the ball game as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, number 99.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
Line to the right side. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Line drive to center field. Duggar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2 out, nobody on. Sliders in for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Heading out towards shallow right. Slater's under it. And that ends the inning. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. On to the bottom of the first at 8. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Duggar, a native of South Carolina. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. And that one just missed outside. Duggar aboard here at first with nobody out. On On the ground to second base. This could be two. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was a first-round pick or in the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. So stepping in, Buster Posey, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Posey is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back. Into the box, Luke Voigt, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
Well, Matty, these are two guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
To short, Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Oh, amazing range on display there for the shortstop. That was all the way over on the second base side of the bag, so he had good momentum going towards first, and he's able to complete the nice play.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Very weakly on the ground. Ready with another 0-2. And it's fouled away. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. another 1-2 delivery. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's gonna...
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the... Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Brandon Crawford.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense tonight. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who's come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One out, nobody on.
D-Rock.
1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Next to bat for the Giants, number 26. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. Tanaka sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
This is line to left. Stanton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Giants down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back now in San Francisco on MLB Network. Thanks for joining us today.
Leading off for the Yankees.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. The pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he'll be back in standing up. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out. Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks. Second at bat for him, and remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's the second out. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Torres on third with 2 out. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
Count 2-2.
The 2-2 fouled away. Men on third with 2 down. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Here's Joe Panic as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side, but foul. Grounded to short, taken in by Gregorius. And a good throw gets him one gone. Settling in now, Madison Bumgarner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Steven Duggar waits on deck. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Tanaka's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Now in the box, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Duggar calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Sanchez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
Leading off the 4th inning, third baseman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. 1 out.
The batter.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. And that's in there for strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Buster Posey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Tapped down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Tanaka into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in. Digging in, Gleyber Torres. He drew a walk his first time up.
Second baseman, number 25.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in. 1-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Up next for the Yankees.
Standing in now, Masahiro Tanaka. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
To 1-2 now. Hard on the ground towards short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that's a pretty good pitch. You see this changeup down in the zone, almost ankle high with 2 strikes. A pretty good pitch, but the result isn't very good.
Yeah, the result, Dan's a ground ball with eyes through the middle of the field, and you know what it looks like in tomorrow's box score? A bullet line drive.
Here's big Aaron Judge as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hicks running from first. Behind 0-2 now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Duggar is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So striding in, Didi Gregorius. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the left fielder.
And gone into the right field bleachers.
So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning, lead to 3. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
We were expecting a pitcher's duel today, but this one's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far.
Yeah, Dan, here's what you fall into, though. If you're going to be a finesse pitcher, you can't leave balls over the heart of the plate or they do not come back. A lot of guys stepping in the batter's box right now with a ton of confidence.
No doubt about it, Debra. We've seen one pitcher on point, one guy not on point, and the guy that's not been, he's having a rough go of it this afternoon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Hicks, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Stepping up now, number 26. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Crawford leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's Joe Panik, runner in scoring position with Sojan. From the stretch. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's a 6-1 game.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Ty Blach takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Next for New York, Luke Voigt. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. Blach is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He swings and grounds it to short. There is Crawford. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Masahiro Tanaka. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
In now, Aaron Hicks. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 3 runs already home here. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, 1 and 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Tanaka blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And it's fouled away. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try to.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves it. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Sliders in for a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So 1 away now. Here's Brandon Belt, the first baseman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that was perhaps bay bound, but instead it's a long foul ball. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Tanaka's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that. Digging in, Luke Voigt. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Line hard. But this is a foul ball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Little chopper back his way. And that's the first out. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. This is line to left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Reyes Maranta enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Masahiro Tanaka will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Behind 0-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Slater's under it, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Here's Buster Posey now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Here comes another 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Tanaka into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Hit on the ground. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But the recovery throw will be in time. Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Duggar has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Just got a piece up the line. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Little tapper down the third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, number 26. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Needed a good performance from their ace today, but unfortunately for them, they didn't get it.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is one of those where it was almost over before it started. You know, this is what happens when you're a controlled type pitcher. If you're not around the corners and around the knees, you start getting balls up in the strike zone, and he paid the price today.
Yeah, huge confidence boost for this offense, though. To face this guy, they knew they had to stay back. They couldn't be over-aggressive against him. He likes to move the ball in and out and do different things. Tip of the cap to this offense.
Nope.
And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. Hunter Pence will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. And no offer that time from Pence, as it evens the count at 1-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight. He's retired now. Hunter Strickland comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Riding in once again, Luke Voigt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at-bat of the game, leaving him one leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, he's had an incredible game.
0-1 the count. Hit on the ground toward the left. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Up next for the Yankees.
So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First delivery to him on the way. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Into the box now, Gleyber Torres. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. And that'll bring up Steven Duggar, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. At the plate, Evan Longoria, 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Two balls and a strike to Longoria. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last strike here for the Giants. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy,